Anyways, good morning. It's 7:30 on a Friday. Can't believe it's already Friday. Hey, listen, I want to get right into it. I have a special guest with me today, my father-in-law, all the way from super liberal California. DeWitt Stanford, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
How are you sleeping?
I'm sleeping good.
All right, he's on a couch in my house. That's what I do with my guests. Put them up on a couch. And when I say guests, I don't mean home guests. I mean like the show guests. So if you're ever going to be a guest on this amazing international show, because we got people all the way down Central America that watch.
Nice.
If you're ever going to be a guest on the show, just know you're going to land on a couch. Anyways, hey, I want to get right to it. You have a very long, extensive career. You worked in aerospace. You were a father. You still are a father. You are an entrepreneur and a writer. So real briefly, you worked in aerospace. What'd you do for them? Computer stuff?
Yeah. I was in management and yeah.
Okay, awesome. And what does aerospace do?
Well, aerospace creates anything from military hardware to space hardware.
Yeah.
Anything that the government needs.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Laser-proof vests. Anything like that?
No, I don't remember.
We're not there yet. Laser-proof vest. You know what? If I'm going to get shot with a laser, I don't know if I want to survive. Just kill me now. I just want to be done. And then you left aerospace at some point in time. Entrepreneur. What did you do?
I started an internet company.
All right. What year was that?
It was right after Al Gore invented the internet.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was 1999, I think, or 1998 probably.
Okay, awesome. And what was your internet company? What did you do?
We created at the beginning websites and database work and graphics and
Okay.
games.
And was that a success, you think? Would you?
Oh, yeah.
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 And how many years did you have that going?
15.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. An entrepreneur, you said, you know what? Take this job and shove it. I'm not working here no more. I'm going to do my own thing. And then you retired from your web design and your business, correct?
That's correct, yes.
And when you retired, you just sat around and did nothing, right?
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's just it. It's just wither away and die.
No, I've always had to do something. So
Okay.
I started writing, although I was writing a little bit before.
Very nice. That's why I want to get right into. See how wonderful that segue is. You are currently the author of an exciting book called Christina's Gift. I just happen to have a copy of it right here. Is this the first book that
No.
you wrote?
No.
Is this the first that you published and put out there?
No.
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 What was the first book?
The first book, well, the reason I got to start writing was when I had my internet company.
Mm-hmm.
I was dealing with a lot of small companies, helping them get started on the internet. And I was running into the same problem over and over and over and over again.
Okay.
Where the owners of the companies were getting taken by people, other web companies, and holding their websites hostage and all that. So I thought I needed to write something to educate them on what a website was, how it worked, how you could do it yourself, or if you're going to hire somebody, how to do that. So that's how I decided for some friends that had businesses. I said, look, take this book. And I gave them the book.
Yeah.
And I said, look, you won't get screwed again. You won't get taken.
Yeah.
So, some of the companies, they would hold the website hostage. In other words, they developed at the beginning of the internet, they would develop a website for a company. And they would hold it hostage
Wow.
when they wanted changes. They
Okay.
wanted money, right? And
Yeah.
they wouldn't give them control of it. So
Amazing.
so anyway, so that's what made me start.
Very interesting.
Actually publishing a book.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
And so tell me about a quick synopsis of Christina's Gift. No spoilers, if you can. What's the plot?
Okay, so the reason I wrote Christina's Gift, it's a fiction, and I hadn't written a fiction before, again, was I felt a need to help. Everything I've written so far is to help somebody or something.
Yeah.
The overall message of Christina's Gift is not to worry so much. And it's a synopsis of a 20-something young lady who worries a lot about her life.
That's pretty much every young. First off, that's like every female. I don't know if females ever. So, spoiler alert for the book. It's totally fiction. Females never stop worrying. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. So, yes, they never, but go ahead. At 20-something, she worries a lot.
Yeah, she worries a lot and meets up with a stranger who basically guides her in a way without her really knowing how to not worry. Or, yeah.
Just, got to overcome the worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
And that's what I say all the time on this Done Believing podcast, whatever the hell it is. You got to overcome worrying. We got an example from God, from Jesus. He is our example. We got to overcome and endure all things, including worry. So very nice. Let me see here where we're at. Oh, what was the biggest thing that you personally had to overcome? Let me actually read my question. The biggest thing you had to overcome in order to take the first step in writing fiction?
Oh, in writing fiction.
Yes.
That's a good question. There was a lot to overcome as far as I'm very analytical.
Okay.
But I'm also artsy because my whole life, as you know, I've created things. So putting those two together,
Yeah.
was difficult to the first time.
Yeah.
To put all that together.
All right. But it can be done. So it's a process of getting your brain to be creative, but also get it out of just creative mode and put it into the work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Into a structure.
Yeah.
Even though it's creative, you put it into a structure. Once
It's
you do
tough.
that, yeah.
It's tough. I used to do these morning broadcasts on Facebook Live, and I did them every morning. And my goal at that time was, I'm going to get good at public speaking again, because I was so out of practice. And I did it. I actually got good at it. And then I stopped them. And then like 2-3 years later, this is just about a month or two ago, I'm like, I'm going to get back into doing it. And I know how to do it. I'm good at it. So I went on live on a Friday, and it was just nothing but ranting. I was like a crazy, angry white guy. And there is work when it comes from, you got a thought in your imagination. You got to put it into reality. And how do you come up with a process to do that work without getting totally burnt out or overwhelmed or not thinking it's fun? Because the creative part, that's fun.
Yeah, yeah. And it's the same way. It's the same thing when writing a fiction novel.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what did you do then? What do you do now? You write pretty much every day?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm actually writing another book right now. Yeah.
What number one piece of advice that you would have for a young person or any age person who's like, you know what, I have ideas, I got things I want to say. How do I get it out there if they want to use writing as that medium?
Well, the first thing is to write.
Yeah.
Don't worry about just write. Write your thoughts down. Get it out there first.
Yeah.
And then you go back afterwards.
Okay.
And structure it.
Okay.
And massage it or change it or throw it away. But the main thing is to write. If you want to write. It's just like an athlete. If you want to be good at what you do, you train every day.
Okay.
So you just write. Right.
Do you have little pieces of paper or notepads or notes on your phone just all over the place that you're constantly writing little thoughts that pop into your head? You go, oh, that's good. I want to write that down.
You've been in my office, have you?
Is that what it looks like?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a friend of mine that I do music with, and he has recently put a white marker board right outside of his shower. And he hangs a marker there so that when he's in the shower, he can reach out and write down notes. He's
I'm
like,
not that bad.
all the great ideas come when I'm in the shower, and then they just leave me by the time I've dried off. And anyways, what do you think the number one problem for this next generation is? The generation coming up right now, number one problem for them that they're facing.
Too much noise.
Okay, too much noise. Yeah. Any advice for that? You're an old guy.
Turn it off. It's a tough time right now, and our nation's going through a tough time, and listen to God. I got to throw that out there, because turn everything else off when you're overwhelmed.
Okay,
yeah.
Very nice. So you just said listen to God. That's a perfect segue into this next question. Should a person, what did I write? Yeah, should a person trust their thoughts?
Oh, yeah. The thoughts that are coming from God, yes. I mean,
thoughts from God.
When you, there's a battle going on usually, so all the time, at least in my experience. So if a bad thought comes in, you don't trust that, you get rid of it. So
Okay.
that's my answer for that, I guess.
Very nice. Okay. And the battle, you said the battle going on all the time. Where is the battle between good and evil taking place right now?
Personally, inside you.
Okay.
Or you mean it's around us all the time? So
Very nice. Very nice. It's
throwing
around
these
us.
questions
Yeah.
at me now.
Well, yeah. Well, the reason I didn't go over some of these questions with you is two-part. Number one, I'm making them up as I go, and two, most people they feel like they want to be prepared. They're afraid. I have noticed that if you just get asked a question, you don't overthink it, just say what comes to your mind, that you're normally right. Your first gut answer is pretty insightful into the real you on the inside.
Oh, I got you.
Even if it's a horrible answer that might at least show you, hey, yeah, I don't have any clue of what I'm talking about. And that's a good place to begin overcoming delusion, is go, yeah, I really don't know what I'm talking about. Or you might say something and somebody goes, that's a really good answer. And you go, what? I don't know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
This is overthinking stuff. And like I say, I've been accused a lot of asking trick questions and all this other stuff. Not trick questions. Ask somebody point blank, because I just want to know what's your knee-jerk reaction, what's your gut instinct tell you. So thanks for that. Yeah, the battle, good and evil, is happening in the hearts and the minds of the people. It doesn't exist anywhere other than hearts and minds of people. And we want to go out and protest. We want to go out and make a difference in the world. Clean up your own life first. What are you doing with your own life? So should a person trust thoughts? Yes or no? What did you say? Should they trust thoughts?
No.
Thank you. Yeah, my sentiments exactly. That being said, I want to get straight into the question of the week. If I was into hunting, this would be a podcast about hunting, but I'm not. I'm into thinking and contemplating. That's why I ask the questions. It's not because I've got all the answers and I'm just setting somebody up to dump the answer on them. But I ask the questions just to get you thinking. That's it. So let me ask you, DeWitt, is it possible to get more than you deserve? You hear people say this a lot. I've been blessed more than I deserve. Do you think it's possible for a person to get more than they deserve?
No.
No?
I don't know.
Why?
I have to think.
Well, of course you have to think about it, but I appreciate you answering it no.
More than you deserve.
Why do you think your first initial reaction or response was no?
Well, when I think back when I was younger, I used to complain a lot that I didn't deserve this or that. And now I look back, I deserved everything I got. So
yeah. The good and the bad, you deserve it.
Yeah, exactly. So,
and that's what I say a lot. God is so just. You're going to get what you deserve. That's that. That's exactly it. So my answer, whatever your answer was this week, that's your answer. This is just my 2 cents on it. It's just my opinion. It's not the answer. But I'm under the persuasion that nobody gets more than they deserve, be it blessing or punishment or curse. I don't really believe in punishment. I believe in consequence. So if God gives you more than you deserve in blessings, then wouldn't there be people in hell that are getting more punishment than they deserve? That's not just. God is so just. He's not going to give you more than you deserve. And I say that because I hear a lot of people walk around with this prideful humility. Oh, the Lord has blessed me more than I deserve. No, he hasn't. You deserve what you got from God. That's the whole thing when Jesus says, well done, good and faithful servant. Don't let the enemy get all up in your head and make you feel like, well, I don't really deserve this. That's just how God is so good to me. No, he's good to you because you deserve it. You've been faithful. You reap what you sow. It's that simple. Anything beyond that is just fake humility. Thanks for the question of the week. I appreciate that. And so let me ask you this. What are you currently working on?
I'm actually working on a nonfiction about the Constitution of the United States, and putting it in simple terms. I think that future generations. I'm kind of worried about the nation right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think they're being taught what the founding fathers really meant by our government.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to put it in simple terms so that they can all be educated on a simple, small little book that will be inexpensive or handout or whatever.
Yeah.
I just think this generation needs to not hear everything from the internet or the government, whoever's in charge at the time, and just give them the facts, the truth.
Yes.
And let them make up their own minds. And
Very nice.
That's driving me to write this thing.
Very nice. You know, that's something that the universities used to do, which was teach you how to think. Now they teach you what to think.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
No commentary in this book. Yeah.
Well, they teach you what to think by getting you into debt. You got to be brain dead and inbred to be getting into debt. Let somebody teach you how to think. But listen, how can they get this book, Christine's Gift, if they're interested in reading that?
Oh, well, it's on Amazon. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Amazon, all this stuff. You can go to my website too, but yeah.
There it is. Christine's Gift. Looks like that. Your website. I'm going to throw that up here. So if they contact you personally, there's your email. You can email the author if you have any other questions about getting into writing, if it's something you want to do. Web design stuff. You still know anything about web design? Or is that all, you still in HTML and you never switched over to JavaScript or whatever the hell that is?
Yeah, no, I'm not into it anymore. I mean, I know about it, but yeah, I've kind of let that go. Actually, towards the end of the time I was working at it, I was hiring college kids to do the newer stuff.
He is an entrepreneur. Why the hell should I be doing this work? I can pay somebody else to do it. Very nice. What about any questions about starting your own business? Would you be interested in taking those?
Yeah, that's fine.
Very nice.
Fine. Yeah.
Okay, and also with the up and coming book, you got a working title for this Constitution thing you're doing? Okay.
Not yet.
But there you are. If you're interested, you can email him. There's the email address, or visit his website, dwstanford.com. Hey guys, this has been Done Believing, simply moving away from, Done Believing, moving away from simply believing the truth, straight towards knowing the truth, all for the purpose of overcoming delusion. And we've all been born into a massive delusion. And if we don't overcome it, you're not going to enter the kingdom. You're going to be stuck. Have a great one. We'll see you back Monday, 7:30, most weekdays, unless I got to go out and make some money. Have a great one.